Look over here.
And this one message in the private chat backstage is probably David reminding me that it's a look over here. No,
Well,
it's reminding
it's
Brooke that it was a look over
I
here.
figured you remembered.
This is actually the first look over here I've been a part of. Fun fact.
I'm pretty sure it is, actually.
And were you looking away?
No.
No.
They didn't know. I'm not gonna. That's on me. That's on me. But anyway. Hello, uglies. It's getting worse. The impression's getting worse. But anyway, hello, uglies, and welcome to the cut part of the currently unnamed pod. Jesus.
Do you just restart?
No.
We're a minute in. Just restart.
No, I'm leaving. No, I'm leaving it in. Hi there. Welcome to the Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real in the tea and reality. And you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. And welcome to
Look over here.
Our exclusive companion series, where to date we are diving into the looks from the Instagrams of the newest monsters competing on the Boulet Brothers Dragula season 6. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. I was drinking something else earlier, but I'm not anymore, so it doesn't matter to you. I'm just drinking water.
Work, diva.
Drinking something else that could be out of a cup mug that I don't currently have, but they do.
Cup mug.
Spooky cup. I don't know. You can get your mug and all of our other merch at lonagcreations.etsy.com. Link is in the description below, and we do ship domestically within the United States and internationally, so there are no excuses unless your country is currently under siege or on fire. Then there are some excuses.
Well, I'm David Healy, and I don't have a cute intro, but I do have a cute shirt. You know, last week I wore my Vander Von Odd shirt, so
Yes.
I thought, well, a couple weeks ago, whenever we talked about
I was
the
going to
new
say, not last week.
So I figured it would be very fitting to wear my bitch pudding shirt. We got so many different looks here. Yeah.
Work, bitch.
Yes.
Literally, work, bitch.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Go on.
Oh, I was going to say, can say that Bitch Puddin' has cruised me at a bar. So that was fun.
That is
We love
fun.
bitch. We love bitch.
But I'm just drinking some water right now.
Purr.
What is this? It's a fortune cookie. Hi, everybody. It's Brooke.
All right.
I'm feeling goofy today. I'm sorry. Channeling my inner Starlet, I suppose. I'm a little bit goofy.
Who?
Starlet from UK.
Who?
I said what I said. Regardless, I'm excited to finally be back judging an Instagram video because it's been about a year, and by literally about a year, I mean it has been a year because the last one I judged was Dragula season 5. So I'm
Literally.
very happy. I'm also just drinking water because hydration is very important. I wish Brandon was here. And my fortune for the day is March will be a month of change for you. So I guess I gotta wait 6 months.
Party. Well, we are back. We've got an Instagram review to do because next week is the premiere of Dragula. Yay!
Woohoo.
I am going to say this right now, and I'm going to say this as no disrespect to any other queen or monster that we have ever covered on a Dragula review video, ever. This is the single best Instagram review we have ever had.
Ooh.
The quality is incredible. And I'm glad I'm not the one judging it.
You know, I've told you all for years, fashion, not my gig, okay? I am not able to tell you what is considered high fashion. But what I can tell you is what will haunt me in my dreams and become my new sleep paralysis demon. And so because of that, I feel uniquely qualified to judge Dragula, and I am very excited to do so. So I can't wait.
They were ready to do so!
What does that have to do with anything?
I was going to say, that's the British Queen reference that I want to be making on this occasion today. Shout out to Lady Camden. But we're going to dive into this review. Before we do, make sure to subscribe if you've not already, because we're here almost all the time giving you almost all things drag. And that's about to mean a whole hell of a lot of drag, and I'm very excited about it. And
Thailand!
make sure to check it. Yes! Thailand! And Dragula! And UK! And still Philippines!
And global.
And global. And make sure to check out the description below where you can find all of our audio podcast links, our other YouTube channels, and our Patreon for exclusive content and early access, including early access to this Look Over Here episode and most of the Look Over Here episodes for the franchises we are currently covering. I'm not saying all anymore. Most. Sometimes it's not feasible.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's not feasible. But we're going to dive in. Boom, 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 boom. Ooh, I'm going to make this bigger. Hold on just one second.
Oh, we're starting strong.
We are starting very strong, and we are also starting for real alphabetically this time. Yay!
Yay.
Yeah, David, you were the only one that sent yours in actual alphabetical order, and quite frankly, you're the only one that sent it in some semblance of an alphabetical order. So, yes, we're starting with Asia Consent, but before we do, I want to run through the rules in case people have not been here for an Instagram review that we've done before. So, 5 people are competing in this Instagram review. We got a lot of people competing today, even though it is just myself and David being able to be here for the video. We've also got Eve the Bunny, we've got Brandon Wu, and we've got Jack. Just Jack. They also submitted looks for this Instagram review video. So there's going to be 5 of us competing. Brooke is going to tell us their favorite looks from each monster. I'm so used to saying queen with these videos, but monster. And the person with the most points at the end of the video wins. Now, Brooke, I'm not going to tell you how to judge, but to make it competitive, I would suggest giving a first, second, and third place prize.
I will be doing it the way that I feel is the most accurate for myself, which is indeed a first, a second, and a third place prize. However, there will be a specific monster that I will be given the Brooke Star of Approval to. And if you receive the Brooke Star of Approval, then everyone who gets points will receive first place prize because all of your looks are that good.
Oh, lovely.
Okay.
Okay.
So I was about to remind Brooke that there is a tie, but it looks like you've already decided how you're going to use your tie, and I love it.
Cool. I'm not mad at that, honestly.
Why did they make it a star instead of a diamond? It is now the Brooke Diamond of Approval.
Okay.
Much easier.
Cool. Party. Yeah, I'm not mad at that in the slightest. So sure. So in that case, the Diamond of Approval means that everyone just gets points.
Everyone that is in my top 3 gets points.
Oh.
So it's like a super tie.
Okay, I'm on board with that. Cool. I do like that everyone has their own little thing for judging. I really do like that. I think it's really cute, actually. Like, I want to judge again. I want to come up with my own stupid fun rule. And
I can already think of a few good candidates.
You can think of several good candidates.
Yep. Mainly, I have 3 that come to mind. Maybe including Asia Consent.
I was going to say, David, message me who those are, because I think I might agree with you. But yes, we are starting with Asia Consent. Brooke, are you ready?
I am so ready, because all I've seen from these monsters is the promo. So I have kept myself intentionally in the dark. I have wanted to be completely surprised.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm just so excited. Let's do it.
On behalf of Cup LLC Limited, thank you.
We're in LLC
all right.
now?
No, I wish. We'll get there. We'll get there. But look, number 1. Look, number 2. Look, number 3. Look, number 4. And look, number 5. Now, while you deliberate by yourself, David and I will discuss Asia Consent because, oh my God, I am excited for this monster. I am excited for this monster. And my favorite part about the 5 photos that we picked is that none of us went along with the traditional red, orange, and yellow face that Asia does mostly on their Instagram and also does in their promo. And I kind of love that that just happened to happen. But they excite me a lot. I am very excited for Asia.
Me too. I'm so excited that I did something I rarely do. Very rarely do. So you know how I have a collection of cute shirts?
Yes.
I don't usually buy those until I've seen at least a few episodes from them. But I couldn't resist. I have an Asia Consent shirt on the way.
Yay!
And
Devo.
she's not the only one from this cast. I have three monsters shirts on the way because I'm so confident in their abilities. But yeah, I was really into Asia's Instagram. And what's wild to me is that I've heard about how Asia's applied so many times to be on Dragula and just has not gotten cast.
Yep.
And I'm like, why? Why? Because
even the stuff going back a couple of years is incredible.
Right? Everything about her, including her story, who she is, what she brings to the show, everything just seems like a slam dunk and a no-brainer.
Yeah.
So I really am excited to see how all of this is going to translate onto the show, because this is stuff just for Instagram. This is not stuff for TV.
Yep.
So I think the level is going to be insane for Asia. I really like all of these looks. I like that there's color. Like the big thing I figured out with this cast is they're leaning into colorful looks.
Yes.
And I think we've got that. We've got such a range of brightness here, but it still has that dark aesthetic to it.
It's a nice contrast, I will say, from season 5, where a lot of the monsters that we had, and especially a lot of them that ended up making it to the finale, were, dark in the sense that everything they did was a dark color palette, dark accenting, things like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. But really, the only people I vividly remember doing like bright, colorful stuff were Blackberry, JK, and Fantasia. So to get color, that is one thing I absolutely noticed as well, David. I loved.
Logan said all the black performers brought the color.
They sure did.
Yep.
They sure did.
They did.
And I'll say it again.
I'm just... Again, how do I... Words? Like...
Oh, baby, get ready. Get ready.
I know this is just the first one, but this is already a very difficult decision to make. I would like to go ahead and say that I will not be scoring looks this time because that is a lot of work. But I will just say all of these are immaculate. I think every single one of these looks is something that I could see on, well, maybe not the Birdo look, but I could see the rest of them on Dragula.
I could see the Birdo look on Dragula.
As an entrance look, absolutely. But like... Absolutely. I just don't think they would ever do a Mario-themed episode of Dragula. So
I would live. Boulets. Hi, Logan Murphy here. I say something gay. If y'all did a Mario-themed challenge, I would scream, cry, and throw up. On this here podcast, I would do all 3 of those things. I'm just throwing it in your universe. Thank you very much for your time. Very excited for season 6.
Delighted to be here. So they're all just so great. Like every single one of them brings a different aspect to me, though. Like some of them are pulling me in. Some of them just make me laugh. Some of them are just like, oh, what am I even looking at? Right? Like, and that's so like the versatility of that. Because something that reminds me of one of my problems with some of the people from last season was that a lot of them had really cool points of references for one type of photo, but it wasn't ever, it didn't change very much. All of these give me something different, and I love that.
She's very chameleonic. I think I've turned that into my favorite phrase now. David, it's not my least favorite anymore. It's my favorite.
I will also say the headpiece on the 5th look is giving interesting angular movement. And period. I just... so I think I'm ready to score. I think I am ready to pick my top 3.
All right.
Okay. In 3rd place will be look number 4, the Birdo look, because I cannot not pick it. God, it was tough. Okay, in 2nd place, I'm going to be giving the look to the axolotl look, the 2nd look. And in 1st place, the look that has become my first sleep paralysis demon of the week will be look number 5. I have no idea what the hell I'm looking at, but I love it.
Good job, David. I finally got smart and decided to number things and then just put it all on the side.
I love it. I noticed it and I was like, this is so much better.
It's so much better. It's so much better. I'm so happy with that.
And I will go ahead and say that this was the one that I knew would be my slam dunk. Like when I saw that look, I was like, whoa, that's like one of the best looks I've ever seen on an Instagram.
I think that might be it's definitely one of my favorites of this Instagram review for sure.
I don't even know what I'm looking at. What am I looking at?
It's some sort of like sea monster. You know those like fish that are like in the deep ocean?
Yeah, it's vaguely
like that.
Angler, but like
it's very angler. Yeah.
Yeah, it's angler, but in the way
interesting
of like,
angler movements.
We're clipping that. That's so good. But yeah, age of consent. You have rapidly shot up my my winner pick ranking at the moment.
Not too much on shooting up on this podcast.
Next.
Oh, don't worry. This video ain't going to be monetized. So, next up, Auntie Heroine.
Okay, pause. Is it Auntie or Auntie? Because if it's
I'm going to say Auntie. I like saying Auntie Heroine, but it should be Auntie Heroine.
Yeah, Auntie Heroine's funny.
Auntie Heroine.
Caliente.
Caliente. God. The deep cut. Anyway, look number 1. Look number 2.
She a praying disc.
Yes. Yes. Look number 3. Look number 4. And look number 5. I'm also really excited for Auntie Heroine. Her Instagram it's Dragula coded, but still feels very fresh. And I'm not saying that to knock any Dragula artist we've seen before. But there's I just don't know how to describe it other than freshness. Like, it's old school pageant ideas, but done in this alternative, geeked out way. And I'm just like a really big fan. I think they're so cool. That's all I got to say. This makeup is everything for me.
That's all I got to say. This makeup is everything.
Makeup is everything.
So I joined an Instagram live that had like 5 of the monsters, and I just got so much main character energy from Auntie Heroine. Like she was controlling and leading the conversation. So I would not be surprised if she's a big force on the show. With that said, the looks, I really like that she has her own vibe. Like, you can make comparisons to other queens or other monsters that have been on the show, but there's nobody that's been quite like her. So I really like her. And I think this is a pretty good reflection of what her whole Instagram is like. You got
Of her whole.
Yep.
I made a David joke. You're welcome.
Any hole is a goal.
You got a little bit of pageant, you got a little bit of creature, and you've got a lot of color once again. So I'm really digging these looks, and like that doll type of look. I'm like, wow, how do you create such an illusion like that? You know, I'm very impressed with her. I really think she's going to do very well. So I don't want to give away too much, but because we are drafting.
Yes, we are.
But my eye is on her.
So I'm going to make a little bit of copyright infringement here. My apologies. Trend alert, mantis claws. I love it. I love it.
Interesting mantis movement.
This is going to be one of those episodes, isn't it?
Yeah, sure is.
Okay.
Sure is.
But the thing is, I like how they're both different because the first one is just feels very like, I don't want to say traditional praying mantis, but I don't know a better thing to say than that. But the second one, look, number 4, I literally looked at that. I'm like, oh, this is literally just Spooky the Rantis, like the Pokemon. Like the color palette is virtually identical. And I'm like, that's so freaking cool. I think all of these looks are sensational. I mean, obviously there are ones that I prefer to others, but like that's gonna happen no matter what. And I just, this is so cool. Okay,
give us your results, Brooke.
Okay, we're going to be giving third place to look number 1. Look number 1 will be getting third place. Second place will be going to look number 4. And then first place. Because the second I looked at this image, I said, oh shit, she's here to play, is look number 5.
Well. Thank you very much. I am mad that I did not receive 3 points, but I will take my 2 points gladly. Thank you very much.
I picked the wrong mantis hands.
You sure did, David. Legitimately, Brooke, the reason I picked that is because it looked like Spooky Lorantis.
Work, bitch.
So,
you know your audience.
Yeah.
You know your audience.
I do. I really do. Anyone that can make Spooky Lorantis look good, I'm on board.
I'm on board.
Period. Next up, Aurora Gozmic. Potentially, I'm going to say this right now, potentially with the least Dragula package of photos we're going to look at today. So judge accordingly, Brooke, or judge however you want to, because it's your judging. So, But with that, look number 1. Look number 2. Look number 3. Look number 4. And look number 5. Okay, so here's my thing. I have been following Aurora on Instagram for probably about a year and a half. Simply because I am familiar with our good sister Eve the Bunny here at the. But yeah, I followed her for a minute now. I was like, oh, Aurora on Dragula. How interesting. After going through her Instagram, I think a lot of what she does is so high concept that I think that high concept factor that she has is going to translate really beautifully into Dragula. So I'm really excited to see her perspective on Dragula challenges.
Yeah, I agree with you. I got nervous because there are enough like Dragula type of looks on her Instagram. And I'm like, are people just going to choose those to kind of fit that mold? And I'm glad that as a whole, we did not, because I think that would have been disingenuous to what her drag style is like. And I'm glad that you've got a smattering of different types of looks, even if they aren't going to be something that's presented on Dragula. But I really do like her range and I like her commitment to whatever concept she's going for. So I think since she's on Dragula, like a Dragula stage, she's going to go hard with that. And she's still going to keep true to herself. So I really like all of these looks. Like I think all 5 of these are very good.
Mhm.
This might even be the most even package for me so far out of the first 3 we've seen so far. But yeah, I just really appreciate the level of polish, and I'm excited for her.
Yeah, I think all of these looks are really great. I love the versatility on display here. I love the color palette. And in terms of it's just a bunch of different colors. It's not just one style of outfit. And one of my most common critiques about the Dragula fandom is whenever they say that somebody's not Dragula enough. Girls,
Yeah.
we don't say that about Drag Race queens. We need to stop saying that about the Dragula monsters, okay?
I agree.
Let's pick them to be on this show. Let them show their drag and show their expression. Thank you. Critique them for their interpretations within the challenge. That is all.
If they had just stuck to people that were Dragula enough, we never would have gotten Fantasia Royale Mama.
we wouldn't have had Jade probably. We wouldn't have had a few people that have been on Dragula.
We wouldn't have had Melissa B. Fierce. We would not have had Melissa B. Fierce pulling a rosary out of her fake vagina.
Well, speaking of pulling a rosary out of her fake vagina, I'm gonna just go ahead and look.
Let's hear your results, Brooke.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I will tell you, after the first 3 looks, I was like, oh, I may need to use the diamond here. However, after the last 2 looks, I liked them, but I don't like them as much as the first 3. So in
fuck
third
the
place,
other 2 then.
No, they're good. They're really good. I just really like the other 3. So
Makes
in
sense.
third place is going to be look number 1, serving us Addams Family realness. In second place is going to be look number 3, the bouquet of flowers. I thought that was a delightful way to do that. But dear Lord, Flower Child look number 2. I'm a sucker for a caftan, and it's just so awesome. And this is probably the closest we're ever gonna get to a look like this on one of these Instagram videos. So look number 2 is my favorite.
And you want to know who knew that, Brooke? Me.
Work, diva.
Sure was, bitch. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. If I was judging, I absolutely would have picked Eve's look.
I
love Eve's look.
But it was one of those situations where, and this is something that I started doing after you all pointed it out to me in the last year with the Dragula Instagram video for season 5. Whenever a look has like some type of editing on it, I am now like focused on it now.
Completely fair.
Not to say that I don't like it. I think the editing is very, like, for a look that has her holding her head in her hand, very minimal editing. But like, it's now what I am now magnified on.
Hey, I'm not mad at it. I don't want you to change your opinions. Thank you very much. This is one of my personal favorite picks of my own, just because I really just love the aesthetic and like showing off her body and the way this whole thing looks. I just think it's so cool.
Yeah, this is fantastic. I'm really excited for Aurora.
Her.
Yeah, and for Eve's look, honestly, that was a look I was considering, but I was going to go with one where the head was actually on the neck. Because I didn't want the editing of it to take away from, or to even like mislead for what it is.
Valid.
Obviously, she didn't take her head off. I don't know if some of the viewers might need to know that her head was not actually detached. It's edited.
No.
Just in case you didn't know. But
work, Tifa.
Yes, God. Let's move to Desiree Dik.
Yeah.
Speaking of things being thrown in the air, popcorn in the Meet the Monsters video. Anyway, look number 1.
Hold. You may continue.
Look number 2. Look number 3.
Oh, it's so camp.
Look number 4. And look number 5. And that is exactly what Desiree is going to bring to this competition. I am beyond thrilled that Desiree is on this season of Dragula. And this Instagram package is why. It is so all over the place. I don't know what Desiree is going to bring to Dragula, but God, am I excited.
Yeah, I agree. Even seeing them get in a fight with Yuri in the preview for the season, I'm so intrigued because those are two of the last monsters I would have thought would be involved in the drama. Like I just got like chill, happy, goofy vibes from Desiree, and
no,
I'm living for it if they're going to lean into the drama aspect, because I also really like their aesthetic. I like their perspective. I like that they don't take their drag seriously all the time, but they still go hard with it. So I'm super into Desiree. I think this is a really interesting range of looks you have here. So this is going to be a tough choice. Like, I don't even know how I think I know which would be 5th for me, but everything else, I'm like, how would I pick?
You know, I the first look just threw me for a loop. And then I just was on the biggest roller coaster of my entire life with these photos. Logan, I'm assuming you're the one who arranged the slideshow here on this day. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so much for arranging these photos in a way to throw me as off kilter as I possibly could be.
Oh, gladly, anytime.
Thank you so much for that.
You're very welcome.
Now, I will say, I am probably going to judge differently than anybody else on our panel would on this one, because I think I just get a frame of reference for a few of these that other people may not. So in 3rd place, we are going to have look number 5, because I know church ladies who dress like that, and it got me. I thought it was great. In 2nd place, we're going to have look number 2. I think we have found a second sleep paralysis demon for the episode. Thank you so much.
Great.
And the winner, because I cannot stop laughing looking at it, will be Mrs. Claus. Look number 3.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
It's so goofy.
David, I was so confident that me and you would get points this round, and neither of us did. I am mad, I am upset, I am angry, and I'm quite frankly frustrated that I did not receive points for this masterpiece that I chose.
I don't get it. I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm confused.
I don't get it either, but I still love it. It would have been in my top choice.
Thank you, David.
I just don't get it.
I would also like to point out 4 people picked David's look.
Really?
That doesn't surprise me. It was a strong
4 people.
Look.
Is that everyone but you?
Yes.
And probably because you already knew it was taken.
Yeah. I would have though.
I like it. It just, to me, I just thought the other looks were so funny, and then the look number 2 just scares the crap out of me. So
Fair.
Well, it does thankfully mean that Eve is on the board. So thank you for giving everyone points in this Instagram review. So
and only 4 queens in. Look at me.
Yes.
And you know what? I've been so glad that it's just us here, Logan, because I just knew the more people that were here, either I would hear complaints when I got points, or I would get gloating coming from them when I don't get points. So
oh no, you and I are on the same team today.
Okay.
You and I are on the same team today. I want one of us to win.
Mm-hmm.
So may I do this one, please?
Yes.
From Houston, Texas, we have Gray Matter. Gray Matter, based off of only the Meet the Monsters video, is currently my winner pick.
Okay.
I wasn't in the Meet the Monsters recap video we did on the channel. Gray Matter, the second Gray Matter started walking down the aisle of that theater, it was very Pennywise to me, but also like scarier. And this is my winner pick right now.
Are you ready? So here's the thing. Are you ready for your 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th sleep paralysis demons of this video, Brooke?
I'm so excited. It's about damn time.
Good. Look number 1.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Look number 2. Oh, just wait. Oh, just wait. Oh, just wait. Look number 3. Look number 4. And look number 5.
Okay, you didn't get me all the way up to 7, but you got me all the way up to 6. So there you go.
Man, I cannot wait for my Gray Matter shirt to come into the mail.
Yay!
I just had so much fun going through their Instagram because I'm a person who really likes prosthetics on drag performers. I think there's so much you can do with there, and it's so untapped on specifically Drag Race. Like, I really would love to see queens lean into that more. But yeah, I just really was digging everything. There's a little bit of all kinds of creature, but it really does stick mostly with the creature, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I am really curious to see how they do glamour, because it's going to come up, because I have a feeling they're going to be around when they have to show off glamour. But yeah, I think all 5 of these are really interesting, creepy, bloody, and disgusting in the best kind of way. So I think you're going to have a hard choice ahead of you. And I don't know. This would be a round I might consider a Brooke diamond if I had one, but I'm going to leave that up to you.
Oh, I would be highly considering a diamond, an emerald, a pearl,
a ruby, a sapphire.
A ruby, a sapphire, any of those, Brooke.
Any of the characters from Steven Universe.
Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah, they impressed the fuck out of me. And not to mention, they're hot as fuck. Like, that's all. If they started an OnlyFans, I would pay.
I might pay for the first time.
So I don't even know where. Well, I do know exactly where to start. Logan, I believe I will be having multiple sleep paralysis demons from this. You did not disappoint. Thank you. Secondly,
I only did a fifth of the work.
You only did a fifth of the work, but I said thank you for giving me a heads up. I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, you're no problem.
Secondly, I don't like. The thing is, these are all terrifying, but they're all terrifying in such different ways, and that makes me love it a little bit more. I will not be using my diamond on this particular set of looks because I do have a top 3. However, I would like to point out I am very close to using it because my number 1 and my number 2 are very close.
All right.
So, in third place, we are going to be going with look number 1 because the moment I saw it on my screen, I immediately recoiled in horror. Second place will be going to look number 4 because the exact same reason, only it made me make a cross with my fingers because I do not want this thing anywhere near me. And probably my favorite look I've seen out of these, out of the 5 packages we've seen so far, is look number 2 because not only is it a complete terrifying take on a classic movie, a cult movie character for the Skeksis from the Dark Crystal, but also it just looks so cool, so spooky. I just think this whole thing is immaculate from top to bottom.
Thank you very much.
Jack getting points. Let's go, Jack.
Oh, it's very competitive right now.
Hopefully a good omen for this season of Dragula.
I hope so. Cool. Yeah, I mean...
Look at the material.
It's so
exactly.
cool. Yeah.
It's so cool. We must move along. I am equally excited for Jaharia, honestly.
Yes.
Equally excited.
My KC queen.
Yes. Let's dive into Jaharia. Look number 1.
Oh, I found her. There's
Good job. Proud of you. Look number 2. Look number 3. Look number 4. And look number 5. So, she's got a color palette. She's got a color that she likes.
Brand it.
And it's blue.
That was good.
Thank you.
I'm pretty sure I've seen look number 3 in person before.
Oh, word!
Yeah.
Oh, how fun!
Because I did see her perform in Kansas City over the summer. And man, she knows how to put on a show. I'm excited for her. I will say, like, her Instagram, it's not like the most professional looking photos, but I still really like her perspective. And I think it's going to be refreshing on this show because there's never been anybody quite like her. And there's nobody else quite like her in this cast. So I kind of like all of these. I think that she could be a sleeper pick. Don't sleep on her.
She's like equal parts clown, bimbo, and alien.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like it.
I was literally going to start off my thing by saying, "Oh, the circus is in town, Mary," because
that is.
And again, compliment. I think this is a really unique package. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like it from any of the Dragula monsters before. Some of these I don't even know what I'm looking at. Like number 1, I still have no idea what the hell I'm looking at, but I love that. And that's part of the thing that I like about Dragula is because I don't need to know what I'm looking at as long as I'm impressed.
Where's Waldo?
There, right there. But I think I have my scores, or my ranking,
right.
I should say. So in third place, we're going to be going with look number 3. Look number 3.
Okay.
In second place, we're going to be going with look number 2.
All right.
And my personal favorite of this package, look number 5. Look number 5. That was the one that just like sucked me in. I think that's the one that like just pulled me in. I loved it.
So you said only green?
Yep, only green allowed.
Why is she green?
And you want to know the best part? It's all the people who are not here.
Oh,
well,
justice
Mary.
for us.
Yeah, literally. Justice for us. That what he said.
Y'all have all got points. You got points already.
Well, speaking of points, it's time for a points update halfway in.
Hey, Eurovision that thing.
No.
Points.
But
there you go.
in currently in 5th place with 3 points is Eve the Bunny. Currently in 4th place with 6 points is David. In 3rd with 7 points is me. In 2nd place with 9 points is Brandon, and currently Jack is leading with 11 points.
Work, Jack.
Right.
Yep, and my only first place one has been Asia, and the one that I felt the most confident about. So that makes sense.
I've only gotten one, and it was Oh, it was Laurentis.
Aurora.
No, it wasn't Laurentis. It was Aurora.
You won 2. Because did you not win Auntie Heroine?
I don't remember.
No, Auntie Heroine was second. You were second. Sorry.
I've been second a lot. That's the thing. But
hey, second place is going to.
Speaking of second time on Dragula, it's Majesty.
In second place the first time. Kind of.
And second boot on Dragula season. I'm kidding.
I would rather it be first. I'm going to go ahead and say this right now for Brooke and for the audience. Majesty did clear most of their Instagram out. So objectively speaking, this is going to be the least exciting of the Instagram reviews of any of the monsters here. It's still good, but the reason that things may look very, very similar across some photos is just because they cleared their Instagram. So
valid.
But with that being said, we have look number 1. Look number 2. Look number 3. Look number 4. And look number 5. I mean, y'all saw Majesty on season 2 of Dragula. Y'all know what he brings. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I mean, I think James did very well Majesty did very well in season 2. I don't know that the Instagram reflects the quality I expected, but that's okay, knowing that it was cleared. The first time I checked, like once the cast was announced, there were no drag looks.
There was nothing. We did not think we were going to be able to have Majesty as part of the Instagram review originally.
But no, we were, but we would have just been able to post them out of drag.
Right.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm not mad at what we have here. I think this is most of the drag looks on their Instagram. But I think there's some quality stuff here. And I am not going to count Majesty out by any means. Majesty had 3 wins more than anybody in season 2. Including more than 3 people who have gone on to win Dragula. So I really expect very strong things from them. And I like all of these pictures. When you did pop up number 4, it kind of reminded me of when I pull up my phone and I'm going to take a picture of something, but then I realize the camera's front facing and it's like,
not this.
Oh, I didn't expect to see that.
not this.
Yes. How I felt when you pulled up number 4, that's how I feel when my phone is front facing.
Wow, Julie.
Okay. So I will say, my favorite season of Dragula is season 2 of Dragula, personally. I was not a huge fan of Majesty on season 2 of Dragula. I will be 100% honest.
And you're not the only one.
This is an Erica Clash and Bitch Pudding stan account, and Disasterina, of course.
Don't forget Kendra Onyx.
Victoria,
I would never, but she was only on 3 episodes. This is not a divorce.
Don't forget.
We love Kendra Onyx. Okay, thank you.
We stand Kendra Onyx in this household.
I wish we could Aurora Majesty out.
Felony Dodger.
First boot.
I do love Felony. I've seen Felony live now. Felony's great.
Yeah.
It's a great cast of monsters.
Side note: if anyone from season 2 was going to get a second shot, why isn't it Felony Dodger?
Why can't we just do another season where it's like half new people and half of the first boots from the past seasons of Dragula? I would watch that.
I would like.
Cool.
Yeah,
not all of the early outs, but bring back Formaldehyde.
Who else who's like someone we don't like that's a first boot?
Not a first boot, but an early boot.
Nikki Shame.
Right.
But they're not a first boot. They don't count. They don't count. It's
anyway.
Regardless, back to Majesty. I will say, like you said, this is obviously like there's less drag looks on this Instagram, so I'm not expecting these like high concept looks that are on like some of these other monsters Instagrams. But I will say I can see improvement in some of the perspective. on these looks,
Yep.
which is something that I think Majesty, that was, in my opinion, Majesty's struggle on season 2 was the perspective on some of the outfits. So I think I'm ready to score. In third place will be look number 4. Look number 4. In second place will be look number 5. And in first place will be look number 2. Look number 2.
Well, all right then.
You got points.
1 point, I guess.
Hey, a point is a point, no matter how small.
Meanwhile, me and Eve are just being left behind.
Spare change.
Meanwhile,
change.
Eve is being left behind.
Well, but I stand by my look is the best
Hey,
of these personally.
Oh, I like yours maybe the most other than my own,
Yeah,
personally. But that's just me.
I do like yours would be my other favorite just because of how jarring it was.
Thank you. I know. That's why I picked it. And there also wasn't much else for me to pick from. So I did my best.
There was a reasonable shot of me picking the third look until the cockroaches were edited onto that photo. That immediately put me off.
It's a background.
It's a bad background.
No, I mean, she takes pictures with other people and there's other people she just has like that.
I mean, obviously they're not real cockroaches, but like it's still
it's not editing. It's
I didn't
the physical background that was there when she took the picture.
I just don't like it.
Fair.
Anyway, we're gonna move on to pie. Unfortunately, not pea.
Damn.
I'm really upset that it's not pea. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I'm still really upset that it's not pea, but it is pie. So
we could have minded our P's and Q's in the same year.
And instead we have to pie and Q.
We have to pie and qua.
Twice.
3. There were three Qs. Survivor.
Third. Yeah. Drag Race,
and was it The Circle? Maybe it was one of those other shows. Yep, there was.
Regardless.
Okay. Anyway, look number 1. Look number 2. Look number 3. Kind of trade. Look number 4.
Hold on. What's on the counter? I can't even tell. Oh, after.
Food.
Lit.
And look number 5. I gotta say, I'm really excited for pie, even though it's not pea.
Who's ready for pie?
Anybody want pie? No, I think they are. I think I thought very similarly of pie to the same way I thought of Asia after seeing their Instagram. Is like they can kind of do anything. Like pie feels very in the same drag planet as Bitch Puddin'. And I like that, and that makes me excited.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Even when you pulled up that first picture, that's like immediately who I got reminded of. I do think Pie is probably the monster I spent the most time going through their Instagram because there was so much to look at.
I think so too.
Yeah, they've been doing this for years, and they put out so many photos of looks throughout the years. So it was like almost overwhelming trying to decide, but it was all quality. So I like that we have a very wide range of looks here. But I like Pie, and I really hope Pie has the confidence that they should have because they have a really cool perspective. So yeah, I think this might be a difficult choice for you, Brooke. So I'm excited to hear how it goes.
Not as difficult as you might think. There were 3 to me that were like, yeah, these are my 3 favorite, like pretty quickly. But I will say, I think all 5 of these looks are really cool. And I'm starting to get why Logan said this is the best Instagram package we have ever had. Like, I have yet to have a performer who has disappointed me. I mean, again, I'm not judging Majesty to the same standard, but like, I yet to be disappointed, and like, this is just so cool. I'm not going to waste time harping. I think you all have made very good points, so I am just going to get to scores. So in third place, we are going to be having look number 5. Look number 5 will be getting third place.
Great.
In second place will be look number 3. Look number 3 will be getting second place, and of course, first place. I just had a massive smile on my face the second it came on. If you're looking, look number 2. I just think it's so interesting and really unique.
I am mad, I am angry, and I am upset because that is one of my favorite photos I pulled, knowing you are a goddamn judge, Brooke, and I'm disappointed in you. But I am happy that Eve is getting 3 points.
Yeah, Eve, you picked a good one on that one. This is the bunny. I'm
happy David got a point too.
Thank you.
No, and nothing for Jack. Next.
Next up, Scylla. Surprise, surprise. I'm probably going to make that reference every single time we see Scylla. I'm just going to say that to y'all right now. Scylla Black.
Mm-hmm.
You are not as caught up on British popular media.
Nope.
I understand. It's a very specific reference that if you are a British fan watching this video, please let me know down below if you got that reference.
I do know the surprise song, thanks to Chloe Clark. Thank you for your surprise video.
Yeah. But let's talk about Scylla. Look number 1. Look number 2. Look number 3. Look number 4. And look number 5. Hey, I'm excited for Scylla. I think Scylla is fun. I think Scylla is honestly a queen after my own heart. And going through their Instagram, they are very much so on the same drag planet as Aurora. Very Aurora. But in a very campy way where Aurora was not always campy. If that makes sense. Regardless, I really like Scylla.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting you make that comparison because just looking at these photos, the word that came to mind is resourceful. Like I feel like this is going to be a queen that can make a look out of any materials you give them. And that's kind of how Aurora is too. For better or for worse, mostly for better. But
mostly for worse sometimes too.
Oh, yeah. Well, I really like I like all of these looks and I like how different they are. And I really like her. Like she's somebody who I really hope does well. Because I just want to see this unique perspective and I want to see the dynamics between her and her drag mother as long as we can. But yeah, I'm excited for Scylla.
If you will give me just 1 second before I get to storing, I need to pull a David Healy and order a t-shirt real quick. Hold on.
Right.
No, literally I'm on her website ordering a t-shirt.
Nice.
Period! I love that. Yeah.
Fuck.
She's very us coded, Brooke. Me and you specifically. Like it's very
I was not prepared for the level of goopery that I was going to be having after looking at Scylla's package today. I'm just stunned in a perfect way. I think this is my favorite package we have looked at today by a country mile. As much as I loved Grey Matter's package, every single look here hits for me. All 5 of them.
Does that mean?
It does indeed mean it is now time for the Brooke Diamond to make an appearance. Because...
I swear to God, if you don't give me points on this one, Brooke.
Okay, I think all 5 of these looks are iconic. I think if this was in anyone else's package, I think all 5 of these looks could be first place. However, in the world where I am picking my 3 favorites, those are in no particular order. Looks number 2, looks number 3, and look number 4. Those are the 3 that I am enamored by. It is very close for 5 and 1. I think there is a world where I could say, screw it, everybody gets 3 points. You know, screw it, everybody gets 3 points. I love all 5 of these looks. I don't
Thank you!
So then this round doesn't count, is what you said.
No, what I'm saying is everyone gets 3 points. That is what I'm saying.
Thank you, because I was about to be really fucking mad at you.
But yeah, I'm ordering a t-shirt as we speak. And it's gonna be my first drag t-shirt. I'm very excited.
Oh, yay!
Yeah.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah, I'm thrilled.
And I will say this was the one of the other rounds where I'm like, if I don't get first place.
And
I guess I did.
David, every single one of us picked your look.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Every single person picked your look.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, I was about to be real mad at you, Brooke.
I think all of these looks are just
Real
great,
fucking
though.
mad at you, Brooke. Thank you.
This is just so cool. Scylla is now my favorite person on this cast. Just from looking at this stuff, I love it.
Good. I'm glad.
Well, if you're in Rockford on October 1st, you can go to...
in Rockford on October 1st, but I'm going to actually use my Instagram for once. It's going to be crazy.
Yay! Next up, I'm going to go ahead and say right now, someone I am also very excited about on this season. That is Severity Stone.
I agree.
Baby. Look number 1. Look number 2. Look number 3. Look number 4. And look number 5.
Holy hell.
So how many sleep paralysis demons are we at?
3 more. I believe we are now at 9.
Probably.
Yeah, 9 feels about right.
Yeah, I think Severity is someone that no one should sleep on in this competition. Oh, at all. Every elimination this season is going to be gut-wrenching. Like, how are they going to eliminate anyone other than Majesty? Like...
the shade of it all.
Well, yeah, obviously. Like, if this is what they're doing on Instagram, oh, baby. And I'm really happy that we kind of encompassed a lot of what Severity does, which is the full-on horror, the full-on, like, alien creature. There's a lot of good club kid influence. And then I do love that we have a couple of photos with more of their, like, softer makeup, even though it's still not soft, but it's a lot softer than everything else. And I like that they are able to do all of those facets, because a lot of times what I struggle with some monsters on Dragula is that they can't do every single aspect of Dragula. And glamour is a big part of Dragula.
It's a thing.
Elf, horror, glamour is still there. And Severity is someone for me that I think is really going to give some good glamour this season, and is going to give absolutely horrifying looks. I'm thrilled.
Me too. She is another one of my early favorites. I was somehow able to get her in my draft with my roommates, and I was like, yes, I have a killer draft team with my roommates, because we each have 5, but Yeah.
No pun intended.
Right. But
Dragula.
I really love the range here. This first picture, it's kind of giving me like baby's first glamour photo.
She's very demure, very mindful in that
Mindful.
photo.
And then the second one, like that feels like something straight out of like a Saw torture scene.
Yep.
The third one, like what is this tar creature? I don't even know. Like it's crazy cool. The fourth one, I'm getting all real monster reference from that one, which I love that as a kid. And then the fifth one, I think she looks stunning there. Part of her expression is giving me Wendy Williams, like when she was about to pass out. Like,
how you doing?
But yeah, I think this is a really good package.
Okay, so you said it reminded you of a Saw poster, right? And I'm trying to remember which movie it is, but there is a movie that has a poster that looks almost identical to Look Number 2. And the fact that I'm blanking on it bothers me. I'm going through my quick little Wikipedia search for it. But like, lordy, these are all really great, really cool. 3 new sleep paralysis demons from 1 monster. That's delightful. And I'm just really excited to see what her, yes, she'll
I
bring.
believe so.
Okay.
Most of the monsters don't have their pronouns on Instagram, which is not super helpful, but
I'll say she until I'm corrected. I
sure.
Hope, yeah, she until I'm corrected. She is really interesting to look at, and I think in terms of having a complete package, this is someone who I can see having a complete package in terms of the tenets of Dragula. The question is, are you going to be able to implement that into the competition? And from what I see, it seems very likely that she could. So, however, as I am now determined to rank, I must rank the outfits before me. So
you must. Yes, you can and you will, Brooke.
Why do you always feel the need to Arissa Cox me?
Because I enjoy doing it.
Damn it. Okay. So in third place is going to be Look Number 3, and barely. So in second place is going to be Look Number 5, because I like the versatility. But in first place, because look at it, it's Look Number 2. Look Number 2 is in first place. I don't even know what to say. I am very excited for Severity.
This is the one round that I said if I didn't win this one, Brooke, I'm gonna come for you. Thank you.
I looked at that and I'm like, oh, well, there is no shot anything else is beating this.
This is what I get for picking the All Real Monsters photo when somebody's judging it that was way too young to have watched All Real Monsters.
One, I know about All Real Monsters. Secondly, obviously that's an Oblina reference. Thirdly, the reason I did not pick it is because I vividly remember the sex worker alien challenge from last season, and those lips immediately gave me Cynthia Doll, and it was bye, moving on, going away.
Ooh, man, some bad news for you.
Shout out to friend of the pod, Cynthia Doll.
No, not Cynthia Doll as that look. I'm specifically saying that look. Is out. Come on. I have
Our new exorcister.
Just that one look, because that one look.
Is she the new exorcister?
She is the new exorcister, yes.
And I said it last year. That I think Cynthia Doll should be the next one. So.
Oh, I'm so happy for her. No, she deserves that. Mm-hmm. Oh, Cynthia, congrats. Yay!
I'm very happy for Cynthia. I want to make it very clear. I am a fan of Cynthia's. I just did not care for that look.
That's fine. That's fine and acceptable. Next up, someone else I'm absolutely thrilled to talk about, and that's Vivvi the Force. Because, baby, oof. But, we're starting with look number 1. Look number 2.
Work, bitch. Work, bat.
Look number 3. Look number 4. And look number 5.
Wow.
Wow is kind of all I have to say as well, honestly. It's a really, really, really good. They're spectacular. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, I agree. I've seen the tracking information, so I know my shirt is on the way.
Good.
And I can't wait. I really am excited for them. They have some really cool looks on their Instagram. I think it was definitely among my favorite Instagrams to go through here. So I think she's definitely somebody to keep an eye on this season. Can't go wrong with this.
It's great. I feel like a broken record. I don't know what else to say other than I really like all of these looks. I think every single monster on this cast has shown that they are able to pull a ton of really cool looks when they don't really have to try that hard. And now that they are going to be trying hard, I assume, I'm just flabbergasted. I think everything here is awesome. It's so cool. It's so cool. God, I love Dracula. Okay, so, ranking time. In third place, we will have look number 2. Look number 2 will be getting third place. In second place will be look number 3. Look number 3 will be getting second place. It gave me Mr. Mint from Candyland. I'm here for that. And finally, your winner, because I don't think this was the intention, but the second I saw it, it became Sleep Paralysis Demon number 10. Look number 4.
Fuck my drag right. Exactly, Lily. Thank you, Lily.
Not fuck your drag.
Fuck the choice that I made, apparently.
Yeah.
I'm very happy David got 2 points.
I did. Yay.
I'm rooting for David, even though he's still in fourth.
I was rooting for you.
And it's impossible for me to win at this point, I'm sure.
There are only 2 people that can win.
With Jack and Brandon?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So,
have either
Yuri will decide. What?
Have either one of them won before?
I don't think so.
Well, yay, new winner. We love a new winner.
Or you could just give me, David, and Eve the points for Yuri, and they tie.
They're tied right now?
They're tied right now.
Julie. Okay.
No pressure.
Julie. No pressure. Well, Julie.
No pressure. But yes, let's dive into Yuri. No guy, just Yuri. Just Yuri.
Jazz hands.
Look number 1. Look number 2. Look number 3. I agree, Lily.
That's a background, right?
Yes.
The black stripe. Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yep. That is a background.
Okay.
Look number 4. And look number 5. Now, obviously some of us here, I think all of us here, I believe, are familiar with the work of the artist formerly known as Miss Guy. Yuri has stepped up their game. I always said when we watched Down Under season 2, and even when we covered it, I was like, I really feel like Yuri would be understood a whole lot more as a drag artist on Dragula. And well, Julie, here you go.
You got what you wanted.
I'm thrilled for them. I will say, the one photo I didn't pull, and it's simply because there is someone else in the photo. But Yuri and Floor from season 3 of Down Under did a completely Madonna censored, a la the Madonna censor look photo shoot where they were just covered in blood. And I came so close to picking that. I'm hoping I don't regret that based on my choice, because I do like my choice. But the only reason I didn't pick it is because I didn't want to crop Floor out of the photo, because they both look really good together. Yep. But that's all. I love Yuri. I'm so excited for Yuri.
Yeah, what I like about this selection here is I know that at least a few of these pictures are from before she was even on Drag Race. And I was listening to the Boulets podcast, and they talked about how Yuri has been in the conversation for casting for years, like before she was on Down Under. And they said, we feel like she belongs much more with our show. And I see it. Like I've always kind of gotten that vibe. So I'm very excited. I think these are all really good pictures. I think this is one of the more even groups for me. So this is another one where you can't go wrong.
No.
Well, apparently I can go wrong because I have went wrong a few times today, apparently. However,
yes, you have.
However, I am going to be judging the Brooke way, and as I have been doing all night. So all I'm going to say is this. I'm a huge fan of Yuri's. I love Down Under 2. And I think Yuri was one of my favorite parts of Down Under 2. My roommate just walked in. Hi, Luke. So I'm excited to see Yuri. But it is time for the final scores. And then I'm going to take another year-long hiatus until Dragula Season 7. So here we go. In third place, we're going to be going with look number 5. Look number 5 will be getting third place. In second place will be look number 4. Look number 4. And I believe, if I'm going to be subjective here, I think this might be a top 3 look of the entire Instagram package for me. Look number 1. Maybe I just have a thing for praying mantis outfits. I don't know. But this is really cool.
Unless I pick them.
Logan just said what you did, and then he said make it pink.
Right.
And it wasn't mine either.
Brandon!
Don't spoil the results yet.
Well, you said they were tied to win, and then we saw.
Maybe I lied to you. We don't know yet. We don't know who won. Anyway, it would have been real fun for the two people that were tied going into the final round who have never won an Instagram review to both win an Instagram review. But Brooke had to go fuck that up. Anyway, I have some results. And in 5th place with 9 points is Eve the Bunny. In 4th place with 13 points is David Healy.
Yay, David
we
Healy.
can finally
stop complaining.
I know, I was going to say, we can stop complaining that David wins every Instagram review, because he did not this time. In 3rd place with 14 points, barely beating David, but I'll take it today, is me.
You made the podium.
Yay! I don't always, so yay!
You Steven Adderosic.
Yay! Do. Logan. And 2nd and 1st place were, as we talked about, separated by 1 point. But with 23 points, congratulations, Brandon!
Yay, Brandon!
Yay, Brandon!
Brandon!
He's not here. He just got home from TwitchCon, and he's going to a concert as we speak, so, whatever.
That sounds exactly like Brandon.
That sounds exactly like Brandon. But, congratulations, Brandon. Congratulations, Brandon.
Congratulations.
And Jack.
LA just Dragula.
And Jack for getting a very solid runner-up position with 22 points. Yes. All right. It is time for maybe the world's fastest draft. And by that, I mean I am drafting for 4 people, including myself, so it might not be super quick. So we have 6 people drafting, as we also had 5 people competing in the Instagram video and 1 person judging. 6 of us will be drafting these 12 monsters, meaning that each monster is only available to be chosen once, and each of us will have 2 monsters on our draft teams for this season. The order was randomized during this recording because I forgot to do it beforehand.
How many
The
times?
draft order. 6 times because it is season 6.
Not 666 times?
I'm not clicking a button 666 times, Brooke. And I don't think you should be sitting here complaining because first pick in the draft is Brooke, followed by
Majesty.
Well, you said it, not me. The draft order is as follows: Brooke, me. I love having second pick. Brandon, David, Jack, and Eve. So,
well, Julie, I know who I'm picking. This is not even remotely a hard contest. Before this, I would have picked Gray Matter. However, I cannot lie to myself and not pick Scylla. Scylla is absolutely my favorite out of the package, and therefore I'm picking Scylla.
Great. I do not blame you in the slightest. So, that leaves me with a really difficult choice.
I agree.
There are 3 people that I'm going back and forth between, and I don't think I'm going to get any of them on the way back. So I'm just going to go with my heart here, and I'm going to pick Asia Consent.
I knew it.
Works, Diva.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
You were debating between the people I bought shirts from, probably. Or most of them. Okay.
Well, one of them was already picked, and no shade to Vivvi, but I wasn't. Vivvi was not someone I was deciding between. I'll say who I was deciding between afterwards. But Brandon, to nobody's surprise whatsoever, with his first pick, and also first on his draft list, is Desiree.
Oh, DC. Yeah, that makes sense.
DC. Yes, God. Yeah, not at all even close to surprised by that whatsoever. David Healy.
I'm going to pick Gray Matter.
Yeah. Who's shocked? No one.
No one. Gray was also on the top of 2 other people's draft orders, by the way. So, Jack, with their first pick, will be picking pie, not pea.
Let's go pie. Is anybody jazzed about some pie?
I think you'll be jazzed by something, Brooke, because with her first draft pick, Eve the Bunny is picking Majesty.
Thank you, Eve.
Not a bad strategy.
No, not at all. And with her second pick, I'm very annoyed, we'll be picking Auntie Heroine.
I knew it.
Yeah, I could feel it.
And hold on, I need to get rid of the people on the draft boards.
I'm looking at who's left, and I'm like, I don't care.
Come on, Jack.
I'm happy.
Don't make me mad, Jack.
Well, there's also yes,
Jack.
Jack's second pick will be Aurora Gozmic.
Motherfuck, that's who I wanted.
So that means I get.
I was taking her before you could. Sorry.
Yeah, I know.
That means I get 2 of my brand new shirt monsters. So I'm going to take Vivvi. You can have Yuri.
Oh, fuck. God damn it, Brandon. So, I thought I was going to get the third person that I was deciding between. Because I was deciding between Asia, Auntie Heroine, and Brandon's second pick, which is Severity Stone.
Oh. Not Yuri still not being picked.
So it's down to what Yuri.
Don't you worry! I'm trusting in the Yuri.
You know, I'm not mad about getting Jaharia. I think that's a valid pick. I'm very. It
was actually a difficult choice for me, honestly. It was a bit of a difficult choice, but I'm gonna go with Yuri because I feel like I don't know. My gut is just saying Yuri.
Makes sense.
So that's what I'm going with. So
I'm totally fine having Jaharia. I think Jaharia is awesome. So
I think Jaharia is a great pick. I think Jaharia is a great underdog.
Mm-hmm.
I think you are just team underdog, honestly. And I hate saying that preseason, but we'll see. Underestimated. Let's go underestimated, not underdog. But
yes.
In review, Team Brooke is Scylla, not Cone, and Jaharia, no last name that we know of. Team Logan is Asia Consent and Yuri, no guy. Very good team. I'm so thrilled with my team. I didn't think I was going to get Yuri, and I'm so happy. Thank you all very much. Team Brandon is Desiree Dik and Severity Stone, also a very good team. Team David, Grey Matter and Vivvi the Force, also a great team. Team Jack, Pie, no last name, and Aurora Gozmic, also a really great team. And Team Eve, Majesty and Auntie Heroine, also a great team.
In other words, this entire cast is effing great, and I'm
thrilled for next week. So thank you for joining us for this Instagram review for Dragula Season 6. Let us know in the comments below, who were your favorites? Who are you rooting for? Who would you have drafted? And which draft team are you rooting for most? And why is it mine? Thank you. Make sure to check out the description below where you can find all of our audio podcast links, our other YouTube channels, our Patreon, our social media, and where you can get your merch.
Including but not limited. Cup mug.
Period. And with that being said, we are going to go ahead and get out of here, uglies. So, boo. That was bad. Bye.
What? Please clip that.
Oh, you better believe. Aurora. You better believe that's getting nominated for a couple awards.